Hey guys, JamesMCD's Reviews here. Welcome to another and today we will be taking a look at the latest projects from DURDEN Godfrey, who, by the way, I gotta say, has been killing it with the consistent releases. In just the past year, he's had a hand in multiple shorts and specials, he's made 3 features, and has another one in the works. So first and foremost, applause, man. Genuinely, that's awesome. But today we will be taking a look at his 2 most recent films, The Hit List and The Devil Came to Duval. Both these movies had theatrical premieres in Florida last year, which means I didn't get to see them. But once again, DURDEN came in clutch with a review screener for both, so thank you very much for that. Both movies are set to release on streaming soon-ish. In fact, The Hit List should already be on streaming by the time you watch this, and The Devil Came to Duval should release sometime later this year. If you want to watch them, I'll leave links to both of them in the description, as well as their subsequent Facebook pages, so you can find out some more information about them. I'll try to keep this video light on spoilers, especially since the other one isn't out yet, but I might let a few things slip, so if you wanted to watch them, this is your warning. Alright, so let's get started with The Hit List. It stars Dominic Graham as Marcus Vincent, a sleazy ladies' man who spends his days partying and having one-night stands with the women from Mambo No. 5. At first, he's kinda content with where his life is, chasing tail, wash, rinse, repeat, until he meets Nia, played by Cecily Monat J. For whatever reason, he sees something different in her. He sees her as the one. But in order to be with her, he has to make a difficult choice. And not to give anything away, but seeing as how this is a DURDEN Godfrey joint, it gets pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, this one took a little bit to get going for me. The first act kind of felt like it dragged a bit. It felt really repetitive, which I get is kind of the point in showing us Marcus's lifestyle and introducing us to his little black book of future victims. But still, in terms of pacing, it just felt really drawn out. You probably could have condensed all 5 hookups into one coherent montage and then spent the rest of that time exploring more of Marcus and Nia's relationship, or the relationship between Nia and her brother, played by Royal. There are some things about this act that I like. I really liked sort of the opening testimony with Marcus's previous flings. Even though some are a lot more capable than others in terms of their delivery, respectfully speaking, it is really funny to watch and it's a really solid opening to the movie. Also, even though it does go on a while, I did like some of the scenes in the bar, mainly because I enjoyed watching a lot of the extras in the background. Like this guy in the trucker hat with the whitest rhythm I've ever seen, and the bartender who is already done with Marcus's bullshit. Once Marcus and Nia meet up for the first time, that's where I felt like the movie started to pick up. Not only is it a nice change of pace from what we've seen so far, with Marcus showing a different side of himself, and him and Nia having legitimately good chemistry and being kinda cute together, but this is also where Nia's brother Taylor starts to get involved and things start to take a turn. Apparently, T has the power to talk to spirits and can use this to find out who Marcus has slept with in the past week. How long has he had this power? How did he get it? I have no clue. But this sends Marcus into a panic as he worries that Nia will find out that he's a player. So the logical thing to do is to kill all the women that he's slept with. I do kind of respect the fact that Marcus is a prick throughout 100% of this movie. Even though it does make it a little bit difficult to root for him, I do appreciate the consistency to where even when he's trying to be a good guy, he's still doing some horrific things. Still though, I really wish we got to see more of Nia and Taylor. Cecily and Royal are both really good in this, and they're both really interesting characters, and I just kind of wish we saw more of their relationship, more of their turmoil. I wish we got a bit more of her and Marcus together so we could see why she wants him so bad and why she's worth killing over. Also, this may or may not constitute nitpicking, but the mechanics of T's powers were a little bit confusing. They make a point that he can identify who Marcus has slept with as long as they're alive, but he still seems to know that Marcus is killing them and even communicates with their spirits after, so it felt kind of inconsistent. Wait. He's performing the ritual on the TTFT set. Is TTFT part of the Kill universe? Am I part of the Kill universe? I don't care to see your goddamn hammer, Garrett! Ah! Anyway, I think the movie has a good visual style. I think the cinematography is decent. The color and lighting are very striking. The editing can get kind of awkward and abrupt, but I get the feeling that was intentional. Some of the sound mixing was kind of off, particularly in the first act. And overall, while I don't think the movie is bad, it is definitely the weakest of his that I've seen, although it does get better as it keeps going, so just give it a little bit of time. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. Next is The Devil Came to Duval. Like I said at the start, this doesn't have a release date yet, so I'm going to try to keep this review as vague as possible beyond what details are in the trailer. But it's about a guy named Eli who survives a suicide attempt and has to confront his past demons, both figuratively and literally, when a night out turns grisly and when the devil came to Duval. This movie was pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. The best thing that I can compare this to is probably Terrifier, in that it's the perfect grab a group of friends, go to the theater on Halloween night, and watch a scary, fun movie type of movie. I also think Terrifier is a pretty apt comparison because much like those movies, it is pure chaos from minute one. It has a really strong opening that grabs your attention and keeps you invested the whole way through. It's the perfect kind of horror movie because it doesn't really take itself super seriously, but it does manage to still be pretty creepy in parts. The movie looks really good and has a great atmosphere to it. I like the dark shadows and the harsh street lights. The cinematography is really striking, and the editing is really good at keeping you on edge. The cast is all really solid, with several returning faces from the hit list and several highlights. Royal is in this movie playing essentially a demon bounty hunter, and you can just tell he is having the time of his goddamn life in this. With his mannerisms and his delivery in certain spots, it almost felt like he was auditioning to play the Joker. He even quotes '89 Batman in this. But it totally works, and he is great to watch. Dominic Graham has a small role in this, but he honestly makes the most of it. He delivers a threat to Eli early on, and he is really chilling during that scene. For me, the scene stealer has got to be Cecily Monette-J as the devil, who is both gorgeous and terrifying at the same time. She is just such a strong presence throughout the movie. She can shoot a look and it'll send shivers down your spine. She doesn't have many lines, but she leaves a big impression. I don't really want to say much more, mainly because part of the fun is the ride of watching the movie. But I would highly recommend checking this out when it comes out. It's fun, it's creepy, it goes at a solid pace, the story works for what's required, and it's overall a fun time. I'd give it a 4 out of 5. And that does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you again to Durden for sending me the movies to review. If you'd like to watch these yourself, the hit list comes on streaming tomorrow, February 11th, and The Devil Came to Duval comes out eventually. So I'll leave links to both of them in the description, as well as the Facebook pages, so you can find more info and keep up to date with them. I've got more videos coming real soon, but until then, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.